Get the turn and draw down on this is important. If you do it correctly, you get your turn and draw down to close to what your straight on draw is. The way I do it, I put my feet close together, just wrists above shoulders. So I'm just trying to minimize my movement. So when I'm stepping, what I'm trying to do is take one step instead of two. At least the way I look at it. I'm going to pivot on my right foot and just step around with my left foot. And the reason I put my feet close is because it's like I want to pivot on a pole. If I stand really wide, and I go to step around, it's got more momentum. It just takes longer to settle. You need to be able to get around there and get on that target. Because most of this is your draw and your reload. A lot of guys can zip nice splits across the target, but getting the draw first shot and a reload in a good time is the only way you're going to get a really high score. Buzzer goes off. I'm focused on getting turned as fast as I can, but I'm also focused on getting my hand on my gun. Now you can't clear the holster until you're past the 180, obviously, but it doesn't mean you can't get your hand on the gun. So as soon as that buzzer's going off, my hand's going for that gun. If I get it on there before I move too much, I increase my chances of a good grip. Because if I come down after I move, the chances of me coming down the wrong spot go way up. Right here, turning hard, my eyes are locking on that first target. The eyes have to be there before the guns. So probably about right here, my guns are still in the holster, but my eyes are on that first target, which is going to be the one on the left, the first one to come to. Obviously, you know, here. 2-2-2 across there, reload 2-2-2. I go the same way both times because they're right there. So to me, I've done it both ways. I don't think it makes any difference. 2-2-2. Whether I reload and come back to the same target, or whether I reload and come to that target, I don't think it matters. The other thing on this is trying to have, especially at a higher level, you want to have your transitions be down about what your splits are. You really do. You don't want it, if it's 3 targets right here, you don't want it to be, bang, 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 bang. It should be bang, 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 bang. And you get that from, I mentioned in the other class, but vision. The better shooters can do that, not because they move the gun any faster, just because they can see. Like when that second shot is going off, what happens to a lot of people is the second shot's going off, fires, the gun comes up, comes all the way back down before they even realize anything happened, and then they move it. That's how you end up with a 40-something transition instead of a 20-something. The better shooters, when that gun's firing, there's this recoil, and they already see it happening. So they're already moving the gun really before it's even settled, so then the gun comes back down. And that's how you can shoot a 20-something transition, or maybe even faster. You've got to be able to see it. The more time you spend behind the gun, the more your eyes are going to see, the better they're going to be. This is one where to shoot eye impact on this, I almost have to shoot this faster than I would maybe normally shoot targets at 10 yards. If I'm really pushing this, I want to turn, draw, come on that first shot, and I want to hammer 6 shots almost as fast as I can shoot. Very close to that. Just kind of trust that I can just run the gun and get my hits on the target. I can see that bouncing ball. It's like a front side like a bouncing